AD and BC are equal perpendicular to line segment AB. That means AD and BC are equal and perpendicular to line segment AB. That means AD is equal to BC. That is given. AD and BC are equal perpendicular to line segment AB. That means AD is perpendicular to AB and BC is also perpendicular to AD. Right? That means angle ABAD is equal to 90. Now here it is ABC is equal to 90. That means BAD is equal to 90 and ABC, sorry, here it is AB, so ABC is equal to 90. If we write the short name of this angle BAD, that means we can write as a OAD. OAD is equal to 90 and here it is OBC is equal to 90. That means we can definitely write OAD is equal to OBC. Both are is equal to 90 and we will give this result number 1. Now, and second one, we can see that angle AOD and BOC are vertical opposite angle. Angle AOD and BOC are vertically opposite angle. That means angle AOD is equal to BOC, that is because of VOA, that means vertical opposite angle, and we will give this a result number 2. Right? Now we will consider two triangle AOD and triangle BOC. Now if we draw these two are right angle, so we will draw like this. So here A is a right angle and here it is B right angle. So here it is O, here it is D, here it is O. That means this is the right angle and this side is equal to this side and this angle is equal because AOD and BOC are vertical opposite angle. Right? Now AD is equal to BC. These two sides are equal, so that is given. Second one, AOD is equal to BOC from result number 2 or equation number 2. Third one, OAD is equal to OBC from 1. Right? That means two angle is there and side is there. That means by AS congruence rule, because side is not between these two angle, it is here in both triangle. That means AS congruence rule angle triangle AOD is congruent to, now O it is O, A it is B, so it is BOC. Am I right? That means by CPCT we can write AO is equal to BO and OD is equal to OC. That means by CPCT. Now we can see that these two sides intersect in same point. That means OB is equal to OA. That means O is the midpoint of AB. OC is equal to OD. That means O is also midpoint. That means O is also midpoint of CD. That means CD and AB intersect in midpoint of each other, and that is same midpoint. That means CD bisect AB or AB bisect CD. That means from this we can write AB bisect CD or CD bisect AB, right? L and M are two parallel lines intersect by another pair of parallel lines P and Q, so that the ABC is congruent to CDA. Now these two lines is parallel to, these two lines are parallel, and another these two lines are parallel. That means P is parallel to Q, right? And here L is parallel to M. Now we can see that P is parallel to Q, and we can see that the AC is a transversal. These two lines are parallel and AC is a transversal. AC is a that means angle DAC is equal to ACB. Because this is Z, that means it is a alternate interior angle. Another thing is there, L is parallel to M and AC is a transversal. Here it is PQ is transversal. That means this angle is equal, BAC is equal to ACD, not BAC is equal to ACD, because it is like this, right? L is parallel to M and AC is a transversal. That means now DAC is equal to ACB, or BCA is equal to DAC. C is equal to DAC. Interior angle, right? Now we will name this equation is equal to and we will give this equation as a 2. Now we will take the triangle ABC and triangle CDA. CDA. If we draw the rough figure, that is ABC, it is CDO. ABC and CDA, right? Now we can see that AC is common in both sides, both triangle. Now BAC, this angle is equal to ACD, right? And another thing, BCA, this angle is equal to DAC, that is equal to this angle, right? Now BAC is equal to ACD from 1, right? AC is common side, and last one, that BCA is equal to DAC, that is from that means here two angle is there and one side is there, and side is between these two angle. That means by ASA congruence rule, ABC is congruent to DAC. That means A it is C, C it is A, that means last one it is A, and in center it is CDA. So we have proof.